Sekarang macam benda kau buat
Aku baru habis acting dengan Suria, 13 episode punya drama. What my mom always tell me is gaji 10 sen, belanja 5 sen, simpan 5 sen.
So daripada kecil kau dah have this how to make money punya mindset.
I just like to look at things different way.
So that point of time memang kau dah continuously doing this benda cap merah. Sampai bila tu kau buat?
Oh lama. Cuma my involvement in benda-benda salah ni, which I cannot reveal that much lah. I came to a point where I stopped is when I know I was being followed.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode with me, Hassan Rahman in Rebuild Podcast. Okay, sekejap 300. Betul tak betul ni 300? $300 off across all wedding day packages. Uish, ni baik ni. Okay guys, this podcast is sponsored by Studio 5 Weddings. Okay, kalau korang nak looking for a photography and videography services, you all can reach out to Studio 5 Weddings at their socials. Okay, and don't forget to code the promo code REBUILD300. Again, REBUILD300 to get $300 off across all their wedding day packages. Okay, so 300 banyak ni. To get this promo, $10 off to get for Rebuild using the promo code REBUILD300. So you guys can call and message them at 8366-4383, 8366-4383, or you can find them on their socials, Studio 5 Weddings. Okay, so Nari, aku feel so honored. Okay, because dari aku punya the previous episode, aku have been doing solo, sharing with you guys my journey, the struggles, macam mana aku rebuild aku punya life back to society, and then standing on my feet, being where I am today. And also Nari aku punya first episode that aku brought someone special, which honestly aku inspired by this individual guy, because aku dah followed dia for some time and I've seen him hustle, having businesses, and I've even met him in person. So bila aku berbual dengan dia, very humble guy. So aku pun tak nak delay, aku just want to come straight to the point. Today's special guest with me is Danny One Star.
Hello.
How are you, brother?
Hi guys.
Ini kira kau punya signature
Sekarang boleh tagline lah.
Kira sebagai ketua kau pakai macam gini
kan? Ni kira ala-ala Romeo kira. Nyampah Syak.
Ini kira kau punya terima buat orang cair kira.
Sure. Boleh
aku
pula.
Aku nak try juga.
Boleh Sam, boleh.
Aku yang macam kecil
Tak boleh, biar dia kecil tapi pergi jauh.
How are you, brother? How's everything?
I'm good. Alhamdulillah, so far so good.
Alright, so aku pun tengok kau this wah, past few days kau busy gila Sekarang macam benda kau buat
Damn son.
I think to compare your current situation now dengan that point of time aku jumpa kau, aku rasa sekarang kau lagi busy kot.
Betul. Sangat-sangat.
Dah macam-macam benda kau buat
Betul. Yes.
Yeah, so I think baru-baru ni kau ada buat acting
Yes, baru-baru ni aku baru habis acting dengan Suria, channel Suria.
Okay.
Dekat Makan Inc. This title called Makan Inc. It's a 13 episode punya drama.
I see.
Alhamdulillah I was being called up by Abang Khairuddin Syamsuddin.
Okay.
Very nice guy. I was quite shocked lah. Initially I thought I was just extra aja kan. So apparently he gave me dialogues and whatnot. So bila kena lakonkan dialog tu, I was like ada dialog Sekali rupanya bukan extra but it's a supporting role. So macam it looks like it's like, you know, maybe people try to bring me up lah. You know.
Tapi apa perasaan kau bila tiba-tiba macam okay Danny, aku nak ambil kau jadi actor? Macam kau dah ready for that lah kira?
Yes, I'm ready for that.
Kau dah ready, kira kau tak ada nervous, tak ada apa
to be honest, when upon acceptance tu, yes, I do have that nervousness. I'm very ready, but when you kat depan kamera tu, of course you ada sikit cock up and what not lah.
Understand.
Memang ada mungkin dari segi expression, mungkin dari segi apa, because being a first timer kan.
I see.
But I managed to pull through because I was I would say I was working with with a string of very humble actors. Okay, I would say macam Imam Shah, Iskandar Shah, Faizul, okay, and then siapa lagi, Azhar Nolesta, abang kita pelakon veteran, Joe Jasmine, Saifuddin Mahfuz and all these guys. So bila I kena lakonkan dialog tu, they will call me, okay Dan, okay come, you cuba baca dialog you. Gini, okay, watak dia akan baca, okay tak boleh, kau kena macam ni, kau tekan gini. Kalau macam Imam Shah sekali, tak boleh, kau gini, kau action macam gini, something like that.
Kau rehearsal je, ada rehearsal.
Oh yes. There are some sort of like a mini rehearsal. Okay, because kita supporting role ni, kita punya tugas kita tak begitu banyak. So it's quite macam straightforward lah. Jadi just a few lines, even though it's just a few lines, it's quite hectic, but you have to have that expression and whatnot lah.
Correct.
Seolah-olah macam you ni konon-konon main cast, padahal tu tidak. But you're just trying to give your best lah.
But I think you're quite comfortable because selama ni pun kau dah biasa behind the camera, being in front of camera, doing live, and then kau pun quite active in social media.
Betul. Yeah.
Which is aku pun quite surprised to see because I think the first time I saw you in FB, right? And then we were friends in FB for quite some time.
Betul.
So I saw you having, at that point of time you were having business. I think you would start, I knew you that point of time bila kau tengah buat kau punya business burger.
Betul.
Then pelan-pelan aku tengok kau pelak, aku tu macam interesting this guy macam you caught my attention macam, okay, what is he doing? Dia macam buat banyak benda at once. And I think you're quite active in selling things online.
Betul.
So aku tahu that macam, and I see you like a happy-go-lucky guy.
Yes.
Macam kau very friendly, personality kau pun you engage well with kau punya guests and everything. But I believe strongly that macam kat depan ni orang tengok kau macam macam senang. Orang ingat kau senang, macam happy-happy, dan ni kita ketawa kan. Tapi aku tahu that kadang-kadang orang tak nampak struggle kita.
Betul.
Kan orang tak nampak susah kita macam mana. It can be mentally and physically tired lah.
Betul.
Biar orang kata penat badan boleh tahan tau
Yes.
Penat mental tu kan. So memang aku tahu that memang even like for me being an entrepreneur or business owners, right? People only see that apa kita ada sekarang.
Betul.
Okay, people see the success lah. Because in a way like we portray the materialistic things, like what we drive, what we wear, what the accessories we have, and then orang kadang-kadang wonder, macam, dia ni doing well, but they actually don't really know the true struggle.
Yes.
And aku tahu apa yang kau buat ni sekarang, there's actually a lot of struggles lah.
Betul.
Aku tak pernah tahu, tapi aku firasat aku know that there's a lot you have went through, which actually aku pun nak kau share your past journey, where you have been through in the past, and then to where you are today, and then what are the struggles that you have been through. Because of course kita pada pemandangan masyarakat, people look at us like gangsters.
Betul.
Honestly macam orang tengok kita macam the gangsters. If we were to compare now and in the past, people would dulu tak macam gini punya opportunities lah. Kan kalau pergi social media memang kena kutuk Marib number one.
Betul.
Ini Marib lah, dia ni typical Marib and everything all. So alhamdulillah, I mean I'm quite happy that even whenever I went to your life, you have all the supports from a lot of people.
Banyak. Yes.
Alhamdulillah, which aku feel proud tau. Macam yes, ada orang dulu lah I said lah, ni Marib lah, ni tak, the trust is not there. Tapi because of what people look at you now, you build that trust. Of course there's a story behind it.
Betul.
Exactly.
Betul.
So aku pun nak macam kau share dengan kita dengan the listeners the viewers, the past struggle, how kau manage to build the trust, how you manage to be where you are today. And even macam kita tak mau cakap sama Arif kita tak mau cakap pasal gangsters ke apa even normal looking guys pun they are struggling internally. Diorang ada struggle tau dengan diorang punya inner feelings kan.
Betul.
Macam aku one of them lah. Aku low self esteem man. Aku nak buat live, macam tadi aku try live.
Okay.
10 minit, 20 minit. Aku tak tahu nak buat apa.
I see, okay.
So aku tengok followers, aku tengok viewers 2, 3, aku tak confident. So aku macam just stop aja. But looking at your enthusiasm kan. So how's your background story like? Means macam mana dulu kau decided to, I mean looking honestly, you come from a dark past juga.
Betul.
So actually where it started, macam how this business mindset come, how was your background back then, and maybe kau boleh share sikit.
So basically kalau nak cerita pasal business ni, aku berkecimpung dalam bidang meniaga ni when I was very 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 small. Okay, when I was a kid, so back then like like all those cartoon characters like Tamagotchi characters lah and all this, I tend to draw them out.
Primary school lah
primary school. Okay, and I that was back in the 1990s. So I will sell them off for 50 cents yang tak ada colour, and with colour for $1.
I see.
Okay, and then I escalated to selling erasers with country tu yang ada negeri-negeri kan. And then subsequently orang punya eraser kan the normal size kan. Yang aku punya besar punya. Beli kat JB punya dulu kan. So arwah mak aku beli kan. So I from there I tried to sell because it was a trending thing. So macam for me is keeping up with the trend.
Understand.
Keeping up with the trend. But itu dulu. Now you see, dulu dengan sekarang ni kita tak ada social media. Social media is something that you can get connected, and at the same time you can see what people do. You see, so macam what I'm doing now, back then in 1990s, you staying the next neighborhood may not know what I'm doing.
Yes, correct.
But now it's all in the matter of your smartphone.
Betul.
You buka smartphone, dia ni buat apa? Oh sekarang dia buat macam ni, buat ni macam ni. So everything is there.
Correct.
So the trend back then dengan the trend now is different. Trend sekarang, trend dulu, even you do a new trend, okay, you do it macam orang kata tu dengan semangat tau. Sekarang tak, sekarang is more tu ikut-ikut.
Yes, correct.
Satu bikin auction, semua bikin auction.
Betul.
Satu bikin jualan, semua bikin jualan.
It's just a fighting siapa lagi special, siapa have a better personality, how you engage in those kind of things.
Correct. Yes.
But back then, were you like, your family were you guys like financially well at that point of time?
Yeah, my family back then was financially well.
Okay.
I would say we are kind of like well-to-do family.
Understand.
Okay. My parents were not macam business person or whatnot. Tak. But satu pegangan yang aku pegang sampai hari ni, what my mom always tell me is gaji 10 sen, belanja 5 sen, simpan 5 sen.
Savings lah, kira savings.
So that is how I basically macam keep money lah.
Understand.
Kiranya.
So daripada kecil tu memang kau dah have this how to make money punya mindset, the mentality there.
Yes, correct. I just like to look at things different way.
Understand.
Macam gitu, yeah.
Correct. So which is good lah. Pasal I feel like kebanyakan semua all the quite successful entrepreneurs, dorang already have this drive daripada kecil. So macam benda ni dah macam naturally in the blood. Macam benda ni tak boleh stop lah. Dia macam ada je kita nak make money out of it.
Correct,
right? Yeah, so that was in the primary school punya phase and everything. So when we talk about usually macam perjalanan kita semua lain-lain macam ada orang dia start nak buat benda dia nakal at a certain age. Macam for me, I shared in my previous podcast, aku punya macam around primary 5, primary 6 gitu. So like most kids, everything usually went well. Tapi ada je lah satu insiden tu yang buat kita macam terpleok sikit lah. Kira kan dia terpleok sikit. So dia punya direction jalan tu dah tak straight lah. So how about yourself? So when everything was okay, when was the time bila kau tiba-tiba macam terpleok sikit lah kira?
Okay, so basically aku terpleok ni ever since terpleok ni kan ever since I was in secondary school lah. Secondary school is the peer pressure and whatnot.
Yep.
But fortunately for me, I'm more onto I would rather say I'm an introvert.
I see.
Okay. I observe macam mana sih? I observe you more than you think. You may see me like I'm just looking at you, but actually I'm observing you.
I see.
Tu my cara. Okay, so macam from there I start to macam nak bercampur lebih and whatnot, and slowly sikit sebanyak peer pressure tu ada. So I would like to keep up with these boys. Okay, which I know I try to keep up, I tak boleh. Okay, so I macam just tend to macam be myself.
Understand.
Okay, then at one point that is where all the when I was about probably 16 plus lah. 16, 17 plus, that's where the whole game changes. The whole game changes.
Dia level up lah kira.
Dah kira level up. Yes, dekat primary school tu, dekat secondary school dah memang dah campur lah apa gangster, mepek-mepek semua lah kan. Pasal kita budak kan.
Yes, exactly.
Darah panas. Dia bikin ni, kita pun nak bikin ni. Dia bikin ni. Sebab for me, no. For me is more tu macam, okay, kalau kau bikin gini, macam mana cara dia untuk aku macam bikin duit. Okay, for example, in our school we have those boys yang you akan tahu satu ni akan be the leader, kan? Lepas tu ada budak-budak sorangan dia pergi recess ada pecong. But for me is different. For me is what I will do is aku beli rokok.
Okay.
Okay, aku supply kau rokok.
Okay,
Pasal korang tak ada duit,
understand.
aku ada duit.
Faham.
Aku jual korang sebatang-sebatang lah.
Correct.
So aku tak payah jumpa yang budak-budak kau, aku jumpa kepala dia.
I see.
Korang nak tak rokok?
Mm-mm.
Ada ni, aku ada 3 batang, RM1.50 buat dia.
Okay.
Satu batang RM20.
Kira macam supply demand lah kira.
Yeah, so I don't have to liaise with your boys, I'm going to liaise with you.
But tapi macam gitu macam even macam back then
Mhm.
like kita we some of the kids bila dorang growing up of course the correct way of macam okay they just find a decent job to get an income. Macam my time or maybe also during your time is the same.
Betul.
Macam there's this a lot of illegal activities,
Betul.
a way for us to have that income coming in. But in order for us to be involved with this easy money, we call it the easy money, that's why we have to be part of a society, a part of a illegal society. We call it gangs lah. Means kita ambil baju and everything to be involved. But for your case, kau punya different sikit. Macam aku punya is joining gangs dulu is more buat nak gaduh. Padahal tak mendatangkan manfaat lah.
Itu pasal lah.
Tak datang manfaat tau. Macam to be honest, kalau if by right is about money lah.
Betul.
Yeah, it's about making money. But macam for me back then aku punya mentality is just fights.
Betul.
Joining gang is about fight.
Betul.
So but for you, your mentality back then memang kau dah kira into business, because I think that point of time it's quite hot benda apa tu VCD.
Betul.
Right? VCD, Kuah Cui. I think I had my time was the SIM card, Cap Merah lah,
Betul.
all these kind of things.
Correct.
Yeah, so that point of time memang kau dah continuously doing this benda Cap Merah. Sampai bila tu kau buat?
Oh, lama. Kalau macam all this VCD, no, I'm not involved.
Okay.
VCD is basically macam to me, when I look at, macam I cakap, when I look at things different angles. Yes, boleh bikin duit, tak ada masalah. But you are just like a rabbit in the middle of the field. You're just waiting for an eagle to swoop down.
Understand.
Okay, and you're dead. Okay, so maksud saya kat sini is, you are selling CDs in the middle of a walkway, and all of a sudden civilian come and tangkap you and you are dead. Betul lah. So that is to me not at all a smart way to make money.
Understand.
So macam for me, I like to do other different things. Yang benda yang susah orang kata nak track. So kalau dulu macam you cakap is the signing up for lines. So I will engage people. Okay, macam kau nak tak, that time dulu ada student plan,
Yes,
okay.
Correct.
Ni buat apa je gini, kau dapat tau dah, kita offer dia 100-200 dia dah menggelabar kan. Okay, boleh. Lepas tu kita dapat the handphone $800-900.
Yeah, correct.
So that is where we try to make money out of it. And then there was also part whereby I was actually macam leading people to prostitution.
Oh damn. Okay, jangan disclaimer this is just kita pay pass. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Something that we are not proud of.
Betul.
It's just that kita pun we don't condone this kind of acts.
Betul.
Yeah, it's just sharing that what were the activities done.
Betul.
And how kita able to put a stop to it and finding a better and a more legal opportunities to make money lah. Yeah, okay. So prostitution.
Yes.
Pasal kau si gini.
So ini semua dulu kalau sesiapa out there who's listening to me, if my words were to hurt the feelings of ladies, I'm really sorry, but this was just my past. Where like I said, I look at things differently. So macam what at that point of time, what I see is that macam banyak orang kaum hawa ni ataupun kaum wanita ni dipergunakan. Okay, so they are kind of like being touch and go, inverted commas, touch and go. So I decided to come up to them and say, hey, rather than you kena touch and go macam ni, why not you make money out of it? So I actually brought them and showed them that, hey, look, kalau kau buat benda-benda macam ni, you gonna make money, hundreds of dollars, probably thousands. Okay,
but dia orang pun willingly to do it.
Oh yes, they were like macam, tak ya juga sana sini orang buat aku macam gini, baik aku buat macam gini. Okay, faham je lah pada semua pendengar. Okay, ada ni takkan share in depth. Okay, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
But there's a difference between prostitution and hostess.
Betul.
Right, but yours is towards the
direct.
Direct punya.
Direct. Because there's the ultimate thing what guys want.
Understand.
Okay, no, I have not seen any person ataupun I do not know of any person yang a guy who likes to be teased but doesn't want the ultimate thing.
Siapa main steam kering
kan. Tak ada orang nak steam kering, lepas tu tak nak the ultimate thing, right?
Yeah,
so for me, no, hit and get the bullet to the head. That's it. Score the ultimate thing lah. So macam when I bawa dorang ke arah sana, yeah, that is where they start to macam ya tak ya juga when they start to see the money coming in and what not. Dan macam boleh lah ni benda boleh bikin duit lah. So from there lah. From there. So but itu lama, it wasn't quite long. Sekejap aja. I think maybe a few months or probably one year, lebih kurang. I can't remember. That was like 20-30 years ago. So I tak ingat sangat. Okay. So sekejap because lama-lama I feel jijik. I feel jijik myself. That was like very fast lah for me. Cepat I macam ni tu I tukar. Then that is where I went to my I move on lah from there and go to another step of benda-benda salah.
Correct. But when you talking about that jijik macam dia ada macam some point of time macam when kita buat in the beginning kita rasa macam best tau.
Oh yes.
Especially when the money is good.
Betul.
Obviously pasal duit ni boleh buat kita buta.
Of course.
Lagi it's an easy money. Kadang-kadang sampai orang dah tak takut kena tangkap. That's why macam some people they are willing to do drugs big time because the money is good. They are blinded by the money.
Betul.
And then they just continue. Ada sampai macam apa tau, aku buat kena tangkap lah.
Betul.
So macam there's a point where doing this diorang sampai tak ada. But the good thing is that at that point of time kau dah macam sedar that okay, this activity that you are doing at that point of time dia dah buat macam kau terasa tau.
Betul.
Ni benda dah macam maybe it's too much or macam I think it deals with humans, especially with the ladies. So I think that's why you decided to stop and then kau pun continue doing other things.
Betul.
So that is where I think we did have some kita ada berbual sikit kan that point of time juga. So benda yang macam cap merah ni kita buat benda cap merah ni dia to be honest actually susah tau nak stop.
Yes,
macam kalau betul-betul dulu macam orang dah biasa, especially macam orang yang tak, when they're being brought up tak pernah kerja normal, means tak pernah kerja like a normal decent job orang dah biasa daripada kecil cap merah, nak stop tu susah tau.
Betul.
Okay, nak stop tu memang susah. But how about yourself, like bila tu macam kau came to the sense of okay, aku dah tak nak cap merah lagi, aku rasa it's time for me to find a proper way of living lah kira.
Okay. First things first, bila kita sebut tentang cap merah is quite diversified. Okay, but disclaimer, Danny tak pernah involved dengan drugs. Okay, so if anyone is listening out there, I've never ever involved in drugs dari segi beli ke jual ke isap ke apa-apa lah.
You not involved anything related to drugs.
Tak pernah. Zero. Totally zero. Daripada hari I lahir sampai hari ni.
Tapi your circle of friends, they are involved.
Oh, that's their problem.
I see.
That's where I know I draw my line.
Tapi ada orang macam Danny macam kau try ni lah, gerak ni.
Oh yes, ada orang cakap ni.
Tapi kau boleh tolak macam
yeah. Because macam for me, aku tak tahu kenapa aku tak ada minat sangat dengan benda ni. Macam malahan sampai aku benci. Okay, macam ni tau. Kalau kau tengok, okay, San, you see both me and you, kita are well dressed, we speak properly, we sit down properly, we talk to people nicely, we converse in a very amicable way.
Yes.
But the problem is when you get guys coming to you feel like you want to stand up and give one slap to the face. You get me?
Yes, correct.
So I hate it bila orang macam itu.
Betul.
Unless he's drunk, okay lah.
Correct.
Drunk I faham lah. Tapi yang kita tahu dia asbab dadah, dia jadikan I macam very very furious tau.
Faham.
Pasal I memang tak suka sangat. And furthermore, I've had friends yang who already went to the gallows. So that also taught me a very good lesson. Okay, the law is there not to kill people, not to hang people, but to deter. So which means you don't do this kind of thing.
Yes,
you do this kind of thing, you will get it. Betul lah?
Betul.
Kalau kau tak buat, jangan buat lah.
Correct.
So boys and girls jangan.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
although
please.
Pasal I did share, I shared this my in my previous episode about my drug. Pasal aku did involved in drugs, aku consume and everything. But what you say macam exactly apa yang aku cakap in aku previous episode, I wasn't myself. Aku feel so masai, selekeh, and then even the people yang aku jumpa perangai memang rabak, merepek gila lah.
Betul.
Macam okay, not being themselves, berbual merepek. So macam it's just that macam I think of course mature people they orang akan nampak lah macam okay, benda ni memang tak boleh. But somehow alhamdulillah for me, aku kena tangkap lah at that point of time. So I did manage to throw that away. And so for yourself, memang kau siang-siang dah nampak.
Betul.
Which is good lah. Pasal kau siang-siang dah nampak. I think maybe your circles, your surrounding punya character of people consuming this, perangai beripik, macam all this kind of nonsense. Which is alhamdulillah you didn't get involved and consuming
Tak
and
pernah.
everything.
Cuma my involvement in benda-benda salah ni, which I cannot reveal that much lah. I came to a point where I stop is when I know I was being followed. Okay, so my involvement dalam benda salah ni sampai ke tahap aku dah ada clone car.
Okay, clone car?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I have a clone car.
Means kau ada satu kereta tapi kau ada lagi satu that looks
sama.
exactly the same.
Exactly the
plate
same.
number je lain
Sama.
Oh, sama. Oh, ni interesting ni.
Yes.
Ini dah kartel.
Dan benda ni yes, authorities tahu.
I see.
They know because
kau dah lama.
Dah lama. Cuma orang tak tahu siapa. So itulah cerita dia.
So that is the point and when kau decided to it's time to put a stop.
Betul.
Tapi bila kau stop tu means kau dah biasa have this kind of income.
Betul.
Macam mana tu kau like come back on your feet? Example example macam kau dah biasa doing this thing, you're earning like what 20k 30k example Tapi bila kau nak stop ni, no job can pay us that 20k 30 kan.
Betul.
How kau manage to filter your life from that to what you're doing at that point of time
You see dia macam gini. Even though I was doing very well dalam benda Cap Merah ni, I don't portray my so-called luxury life to social media. Satu. Kedua, I also don't do luxury stuffs. You see? Contohnya. So what I do is I live a normal life. I just love rice and lemak cili padi ayam. I don't need a $500 steak. Betul. You see? So I don't need to macam orang kata tu I don't need that much of money to fuel my luxury life. Betul. I don't need that. So even when I drop, okay, I still can live. Pasal macam I cakap tadi, if you go back, gaji 10 sen, belanja 5 sen, simpan 5 sen. True, right. And that is my principle. So I sebenarnya bila duit tu yang I dapat apa semua, okay, I convert it. I took license, I took course, I took this and that. Because I know ini benda aku bikin salah. Betul. Kalau aku kena, okay, aku dah terduduk, dah tak payah cakap lah. Okay, but bila aku keluar, what is your plan B? Betul. Now, majority dekat sini, budak-budak yang zaman sekarang bikin benda salah, macam bodoh. Nyari diorang bikin benda salah, besok diorang post social media.
Boleh komen macam sekarang pun ambil video post kat TikTok, habis pakai baju sekolah
kan?
and everything.
Itu kira real. Itu the offender. Ini yang the person who run the business. We know kita yang gorga ni, yang gonjol ni, kan, boleh tahu yang kau ni bikin benda salah. Memangnya authority tak tahu. Lepas tu kau tunjuk, kau pergi sana, kau pergi sini, kau makan kat situ. Kita tahu kau tak bikin, kau tak kerja, tak apa. Tahu-tahu kau jadi kira kan kau terror lah. Kan bodoh. Betul tak? Sekejap dia bikin benda salah lah, kena tangkap.
But you know there's a saying macam dulu orang cakap duit haram ni cepat habis tak rasa.
Betul.
Tapi I think like for you still stick to that savings punya mindset.
Betul.
That regardless of whatever it is, macam kau cakap, kau apa-apa kau buat ni in a way that kau dah ada to backup plan.
Betul.
But you put that in doing into other good form of things lah, macam ambil lesen and everything all. So that is where macam the mindset macam kau ada macam gitu, putting a stop tau. Itu yang macam aku inspired, macam aku amazed that aku jumpa orang memang susah nak stop. Even up till now aku jumpa kadang-kadang baru jumpa member lama kan. Okay, alhamdulillah tengok bawa BM and everything tapi macam okay semua. Aku masih sama. Lagi bercakap aku tahu kau nak apa-apa kantau kau bilang aku alamak masih macam gini because sometimes I try to understand these people because dorang susah, like I said, dorang dah biasa gaji besar, don't get this kind of pay. And dorang macam dah feel that okay, this is the career. Dorang tak fikir. And macam for yourself, kau manage to stop because you knew that the authorities were coming after you.
Yes.
But like I think for some other people, you may never know kadang-kadang kau dah kesedapan tapi kau tak tahu the consequences macam mana. Macam some people macam tak apa lah, boleh duduk ini kena pun 5 tahun ke 10 tahun pada diorang macam tak ada apa-apa.
Betul.
So I think that is one mentality that is very very hard untuk kita have that in our mind. Macam kau manage to stop tau. Ada orang dia tak boleh stop.
Betul.
Macam ada orang dia kena tangkap baru dia nak ubah.
Betul.
One of the example aku lah. Macam kalau aku dulu mungkin aku tak kena tangkap, aku will continue doing it. But for yourself, I salute you because you didn't get caught, tapi kau boleh stop before you get caught.
Betul.
Which is a very strong mindset to have. But the transition means daripada cap merah tu to come back to doing the normal things. How was the process like?
Okay, bila kau cakap tentang benda cap merah ni, satu you nak kena faham, it's never about transition. It's getting yourself it's trying to evade trying yourself not to get caught lah. So if you know that you are being watched, okay, you just have that feeling, you need to go back into reality, which means you have to switch like really fast. You cannot still think of the money that you're earning. Because first things first, berapa besar kau punya kartel ni so called. Betul tak?
Tinggal kat negeri dengan law macam gini.
Betul tak? Sekarang dekat Singapore, orang awam dengan polis, kita takut dengan orang awam.
Betul.
Bukan polis. Betul tak? Polis pun kita masih boleh cakap. Orang awam tak. Betul tak?
Kalau compare dulu mati kamera pun tak ada.
Kamera pun tak ada.
Macam mata spider tu.
Tahu tak apa?
Sana sini.
You see, you have a lot of these kind of people who will do videos and what not.
Yes, correct.
Jadi dekat sini it's not about the transition. It's the matter of okay, kalau aku kena, kau dah bikin benda ni, okay, you're successful now. Tengah bikin. Tapi there must be a time kau kena stop. So it's not about the money. It's just as kau bikin, yes, kau try to score as much as possible, but when the time come, boom, stop. Because ini benda, there is no way kau boleh expand. You cannot convert it into a normal business where you can get approval, betul tak? Melainkan kau ni if I can say, you just have other ways and other techniques to do it lah. Itu yang dia punya mentality yang kita nak ada. So kalau kau tanya aku macam mana tentang transition tu, is basically more to like taking care of myself. I've always have eyes on my back. Okay, and once I know that I'm being watched, okay, boom, stop.
Because kau pun pada point of time pun dah tahu that okay, the consequences can be bad.
Betul.
Kalau kau continue ni kan, means in a way macam bodoh lah.
Yes.
Because kau tahu ini, you cannot outsmart the authorities.
Yes.
So I think that's where okay, you have to just switch your mindset, stop, find alternative, not the illegal way.
Betul.
Let's do things the right way.
Betul.
But nak cari idea buat benda yang nak buat benda yang the proper way lah. I think that is also very very big challenge for you.
Betul. Betul.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna save that for the next episode because
sure.
The next episode is where kita akan cover the permulaan kau bila kau step into social media, selling food and selling things online, and how you grow the empire. I mean, like being a hustler. I think a lot of people want to hear that.
Of course.
Aku inspired lah. Aku tengok dia ni buat ni, lepas tu dia buat tu, macam-macam benda kau buat. Macam-macam benda.
Jangan lupa bro, aku stop because I know I can be liable to be to face probably an organised crime punya charge. That's why aku stop. I'm looking about maybe 6-7 years imprisonment term. Tu pasal aku stop. Tu je aku just share dengan kau je lah. Tu pasal aku terus zoom.
Manage to rebuild back your life.
Yes. And split second.
And I think what you're doing right now is way much more better lah.
Betul.
I mean, in terms of kau have peace. Kau feel happy and then you get that good engagement and trust in the society. I mean, okay, we'll get back to that after the next episode. By the way guys, don't forget to use the promo code REBUILD300 to get $300 off across all their wedding day packages from Studio 5 Weddings. Don't forget to follow them on their socials at Studio 5 Weddings, or you can call and message them at 8366-4383, 8366-4383. Okay, we will come back and continue the second part with Danny One Star.